If f of x is the square root of x and g of x is x squared, find the natural domain and corresponding range of g of f of x. So, g of f of x means that we're doing f first and following that up with g. But f is root x. We can't have any negative values under there. So we have to have real numbers greater than or equal to 0 going in to f. The square root will output the same thing. It will put out positive numbers and 0. And then when you're substituting all of these positive numbers into x squared, you're going to get some more positive numbers. So out here you will get real numbers greater than 0. So for this one, the natural domain is x is a real, x is greater than or equal to 0, so that is your domain, and your range would be y is a real, y is greater than or equal to 0. What about if we do it the other way around? So in this case we'll go into g, and then that will go into f. Well, there's no problem with inputting anything into x squared. Now we might need to come back and revisit that, but let's think about what comes out. So if we're squaring numbers, they're all going to be non-negative, so positive numbers plus 0. So what comes out at this point is that. And that's all okay to go into root x. So we don't have a problem, and what would come out are numbers which are greater than 0. So the domain here is all reals. The range then would be all the reals as long as they're not negative. Now we'll talk a bit more about composing these two things a bit later on, but for now I hope you understand the difference between them and the order in which they're done.